everyone. Today I'm going to talk about The Boy Who Ate Dog Biscuits. This is a Stepping Stones chapter book, so when you see something like Stepping Stone, you know that the ones before it were easier, the ones after it are harder. This one is a very medium level chapter book, not a super intensive story. The story is very straightforward, very simple. I'll give you an example of the writing when I read you a few pages from it, so you can get the flow of the information. If you were writing a book report for this book, it would be pretty simple. A pretty simple story with a pretty simple book report. You could stretch it and talk about being responsible and what that means to you. If you're looking for a level up book for a student who's used to reading straightforward, no jokes, no nothing, this would be a good next level chapter book. I would say this is too simple for ESL adult readers, although if you believe that your reading level is really low, I would choose this book to prove to yourself that your reading level is higher than you imagine. And I would use it as a stepping stone for students who, let's say before they were reading Nate the Great detective stories and maybe something like The Magic Treehouse, if they needed another book like just a little bit denser with fewer pictures. I mean, there's some pictures, but fewer pictures. This is only 63 pages, but 63 is way more than Nate the Great, which is much bigger writing and maybe 20 or so pages, 30 pages. So this is actually a good stepping stone for leveling up. Let me give you an example of the reading. Billy, don't forget your bed. Mom, Bill Gettin called back to his mother. Cleaning my room doesn't make sense. It only gets messy again. Billy pulled his torn pants from under the bed. Where would he hide them? He didn't want his mom to find out he'd ruined his new clothes. A yellow dog biscuit fell out of the pants pocket. It was covered with lint. Bright green clay was stuck to one end. Billy picked the fuzzy lint off and most of the clay. He took a small bite, chicken flavored, his favorite. Billy took another bite. Then he put the other half in his hip pocket. He wanted to save some for later. He dug his school bag out of the closet and stuffed the torn pants into it. His mother would never think of looking there now that it was summer. Mom, Billy called. He straightened up his bed. I'm done. Billy pulled on a faded blue t-shirt and brushed back his straight brown hair. He grabbed his baseball cap from the top of the dresser. In the mirror, he made sure the cap was on backwards. Looks better, Billy's mom said from the doorway. Billy shut his closet door quickly. Can I go out now? I want you to come hold Sarah while I make her bed. Do I have to? Of course. But Howard's waiting. Tell him to come in then. And see me holding a baby? I'm sure he holds his brother. No way, Billy thought. Howard would never. Billy turned to the window. 5 minutes, he shouted. Billy, please. Mrs. Gettin picked up a pile of clothes off the floor. Okay, he said, I'm coming. And so on and so on. So, as you can hear from it's very straightforward. It's not mysterious. It's not what is not being said. It's very straightforward.